Life waits for nothing. And the energy of life isn't waiting for anyone or anything. It's always going. The energy of life is constantly flowing through my body. The energy of life is constantly flowing through all of our bodies. Constantly. There's a constant contact with creation, with the creative force. This is the promise that is written in every religion. Promises that each spirit, each soul, each being, each expression of the light of creation, each soul, each spirit, each being, each expression of the light of creation has contact to creation at all times. The promise is that the creative force is a loving force, an all loving force, an unconditionally loving force. Creative power is an unconditionally loving force that forgives everyone and everything always. It's always here. It's always available to every single one of us. So we can always connect to that energy. That energy is always flowing through us and out of us. It's coming up into us. It's flowing out of us. It's flowing through us. It's flowing. There is a flow here. There is a natural flow. There is a natural flow. So that flow is constantly moving through the body and life. It's emitting out through the body and life constantly. And whatever energy I'm holding inside of me, that energy comes up and comes out through me, and it is influenced by the energy that is within me. Whatever energy I'm holding in thought, in mind, in body. Whatever energy I'm holding physically in my body, whatever energy I'm holding in my mind, whatever energy is coming out of my body and life is going to be infused with the energy that is moving naturally. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Likewise. How you doing? Good. You're doing amazing. Just getting myself set for the day. Just setting myself up for the day with the right thoughts, with the right words, thinking and speaking about the right things to get myself into the right place. I want to set myself up to make my day be awesome. I want to create an awesome day. And there is a formula for creating an awesome day. And, you have to do a little bit of digging to get this formula, unfortunately, because the original books have all been destroyed. We just have bits and pieces. But the real truth is that this information has always been passed down from teacher to student, This is how this information has gone through time. So before there was even books recorded, people were healthy and well. Before there was books recorded, before people started writing anything down at all, people were getting well, people were getting healthy, people were coming into their absolute best selves, were arriving at their very best energy. So this has been going on since the beginning of time. It's before books, so it doesn't even require books. It requires, a belief. That's what it requires. It requires belief. And I can't make anybody believe anything. We can't change anybody's mind. We can only take care of ourselves, and that's where it starts. It starts with the self-care. It starts with the self-love. It starts with love for self, and then it moves from love for self to love for another. We have to have love for self, and then we have to have love for our neighbors, our brothers, our sisters, the other people that we're engaging with in our life. So we're coming into alignment. We're coming into natural flow. We're coming into what's natural. What's natural is this entire physical reality is created by an all-loving force. That is what's natural. That is what's the reality. You can do all the research you like. If you go into the science, you're going to bump into the quantum mechanics, and the quantum mechanics mechanically, mathematically describe the quantum field, which is something that is in the back of reality, some sort of creative space. Mathematically, we know it exists. We can't touch it, we can't feel it, we can't measure it. There's nothing that can measure the unmanifest. We don't have any tools to measure the unmanifest. Science will never get a tool to measure the unmanifest. Stop waiting and looking for tools and proof. You need to kind of infer the truth from what you've seen in all of the classic religions, the oldest books on the planet. If you look in between there, you'll see the truth and the reality that we are body, we are mind, and we are spirit beings. There's 3 bits to us. We can't deny a bit of ourselves. We can't hide a bit of ourselves and expect that we be happy, whole, and well. And this is what's going on, is that we're just thinking about ourselves as mechanical beings. And all we need to do is just do mechanical movements and eat mechanical protein. And all of a sudden our body and life is going to be happy, healthy, and well. And that just totally leaves out the energy bit of us, the emotional bit of us, the feeling bit of us. There is more to us than just these physical bodies. And so we've got to address all bits of ourselves if we want to be happy, whole, healthy, and well. So we must do something for the physical body. There must be some movement, and there must be some nutrition. These are the 2 physical things. The 2 real hardcore physical things is movement and nutrition. There's another hardcore physical thing that we can change, and that's our oxygen. Oxygen is a physical thing. We can measure oxygen. Now, oxygen is influenced by movement. The more we move, the more oxygen we move through the body. So movement is directly related to oxygen, but we can also breathe oxygen when we don't move. So oxygen is a very special molecule that it's the physical interaction. It's an action to take in oxygen. It's our first action. And it's actually the action that none of us can live without. So it's our common denominator. You see what we have all in common? Everybody here on the planet, every being, every animal, everything, every tree breathes. Every single one of us breathes. This is the common denominator. This is what we have to have, is we have to have a common denominator. This is where we begin. We begin with what's in common with all of us. That's the beginning. That's the foundation. The breath is the foundation. This is where it starts. We must begin at the beginning. We must begin at the foundation. And we must begin with the end in mind. We must begin with the end in mind. This is the intention. What am I intending to for today? We've got to make ourselves accountable. I got to put it out. I'm putting it out to you right now. I'm saying it. I got to think about it. I got to speak about it. I got to create it. I got to manifest excellence.
That's right.
What's been going on, brother? What's been going on? I haven't seen you for
A week.
a week.
Over a week. Yeah. I'll just stay busy. Yeah. Helping lots of people.
Helping lots of people.
Right. Helping lots of people having fun.
Having fun.
That's it. No complaints.
How do you like helping people?
Oh, it's rewarding seeing them they get stronger over time. They're starting to be more confident in themselves. It's pretty rewarding.
It's just like no different than kids, right?
When you watch your kid learn how to ride a bike,
Yeah,
you know,
it's the same thing.
Seeing them fall and break their knee how many times and how they do it. So
And it's no different loving your child, loving your partner, loving your customer, loving yourself. It's the same thing. We're all connected with the same thing. So we can align ourselves with the same thing. We can begin with the love. We can start by loving ourselves. We can continue with loving our people that are around us. We can put love out into our world. We can get into alignment with the loving natural force, and we can get into a natural healing force here. This can happen to all of us, and it begins with the breath. And so we have to begin with the breath. We got to begin with the breath. It's foundational. We got to begin with the end in mind. So we got to think about what the end is. And the end is we want to love ourselves and we want to love everyone else around us. So begin with the end in mind. We want to love ourselves first. We want to love everyone around us. And we want to begin with the breath. So we're going to start off with some breath work. We're going to take 2 minutes and we're going to work on our breath collectively so that we're all coming into the same breath. We're all coming into the same moment so that we're collecting our powers together. We're summoning our power, the power that I have, the loving power that I have and control in my life. You're summoning the power and love that you have in your life, your entire life. We're summoning the power in our lives. And anyone else that wants to join in with us is welcome to come in and join in with us. We're summoning our power. We're creating a healing circle. We're healing ourselves with love here. We're summoning the power here. We're collecting the power. When 2 or more come together, that's where the power lies. That's where the power is. In the present moment.
being together, being present.
Being together, being present. So we're collecting our power together in the present, and we're creating a power space. Making something greater than us, because I have power, you have power. Collectively, we have greater power together. So we're intending ourselves into this space. We're thinking about it, we're speaking about it, we're creating a space here.
Anybody else joins in and being part of that power too.
Anyone that makes the accountability to that power becomes a part of that power. So if you're joining in live and you want to get into this power, you just got to tap into the chat. You're going to say, I want in, I want to make myself, I want to have an awesome day today. I want to make myself an awesome day today. You can leave that in the chat. You can send us a text message or an email, either one of us. You can make yourself accountable to us. You're joining in on our healing circle here. We're collecting our energy there together. And then from there, we're intending our energy out into our world for today. We're thinking about what we want to create in our world today. We want to create an awesome day. So we're willing out from this healing circle, we're willing out into the world, love to the world. We're summoning our energy together, we're collecting our energy together, and we're pushing it out from here, a loving energy out into the world from here. Awesome. So let's talk a little bit about those first actions, which is the breath. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a power breath. We're going to alkalize ourselves with oxygen. We're going to take a lot of oxygen in for 2 minutes. Oxygen is the alkalizing element. It contains current. It's an ion that contains electrical current and energy. So I want to connect to that energy, and I want to collectively do it. So we're breathing together. We're going to take 2 minutes. We're going to breathe together for 2 minutes. And then we're going to hold our breath for 1 minute. We're going to breathe collectively as much as we can. Nice deep breaths. Nice deep breaths. Fully oxygenate. Fully expire the breath. Fully release. Full exhale. Full expiration. 2 minutes. As much oxygen as we can take in. And then we'll try our best to hold our breath for 1 minute if we can. Do your best with the breath hold. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's breathe together. Nice full breaths. One minute to go. Breathing fully. Nice, deep, full breaths. "30 seconds. Nice, full breaths. What do you think? One more nice deep breaths in, and we're going to hold our breath when we breathe out. And hold your breath there. If you need to take a breath, that's okay. We're just collecting all of our energy. We're just collecting all of our energy. We're just collecting all of our intention. We're just getting clear about what we're thinking about right now. Right? We want to come into our very best energy. We're thinking about our very best for today. We're thinking about creating our very best for today. This is how we create change in our life, by stringing together successful days. If we string together successful days of our very best, we know that in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, we're going to be in a different place than we are today. If we meet each day with our very best energy, if we meet each moment with our very best, then we can't help it. Everything has got to get better. If we practice our best each and every single day, everything in our life is going to get better. So we build our day up from the beginning with the right thoughts and words straight away. We practice that each day. We put successful days together, and in 30, 60, 90 days, you can see massive changes in every single aspect of your life. It's a life detox. Change your energy, change your frequency, change what you're putting out so you can change what's coming back to you. Change your angle of deflection, your trajectory. Right? You're coming in and you're bouncing off on a certain angle. Change the angle of impact and change the angle of deflection. Change the trajectory, right? It's straight mathematics we're talking about. We're using logic here, all right? The next breath, let's get into a balancing breath. Let's add some timing here so we're aware of how we're breathing and the amount of time that we're spending breathing. There's an inhale, there's an exhale that's going on here. An inhale and an exhale. We've got 8 chimes. We're going to breathe in for 8 and breathe out for 8. So we're just balancing our in breath and our out breath. We're conscious of what we're thinking about while we're breathing. We're getting conscious of the energy that we're sharing with our world as we breathe in and breathe out the oxygen from our world. This is the way we're interacting with our world, is our in breath and our out breath. How are we thinking? What are we thinking? How are we engaging with our life as we breathe? We're getting intentional about that first thing in the morning. Let's go 8 breaths in. Let's practice that. 8 breaths out. 8 breaths in. 8 breaths out. Try to breathe slowly and get used to that. Let's collectively breathe together for a couple of minutes there. That's a minute. Let's practice for another minute. Really trying to work on that expiration of air. See if you can really exert everything out of your body. Breathe in gently for 8. Breathe out fully. And really work on that expiration. 40 seconds to practice that. So being very mechanical with the very first action that we can do this action right in bed. We could do it sitting on our bed. We could do it laying in bed. We need to breathe. It's an action that goes on all the time. It goes on autonomically. We don't have to think about breath. So it's a great way to escape thought. Focus on breath because it's a great way to get out of thinking. You don't have to think to breathe. You get away from your thinking by watching your breath. It's the escape from the mind is to watch the breath.
Most people get trapped in their minds, get trapped in their feelings, get trapped in their emotions.
Thoughts, things that happen in their past.
Thoughts that conjure emotional responses. This is magic. This is
conjuring.
Yes.
We're conjuring.
This is spelling, casting spells.
Over our own self.
Good or bad.
With our imagination. And so we can imagine negative things, we can imagine positive things.
This is what we're thinking. We change our life by what we're thinking, saying, and doing. So it starts off with our thinking. So thinking is two things, really. I teach thinking is two things. Thinking is first intentions. What do I want to think about? I want to think about an awesome day. That's a decision and intention. I want to create an awesome day. And then it's also imagining it. So I want to speak about, I want to create an awesome day. But then what does an awesome day look like? So thinking is two things. Thinking is, what do I want? And then also, is it, what am I imagining though? So I can say, I want to get fit. I want to be healthy. I want to be pain-free. I want to love my wife and my children. I want to be abundant. I want to be rich. I am rich. I am abundant. I am loved. I am loving myself, and I am loving my wife and my children and every single aspect of myself in my life. I can speak that out into my life. That's my intention. That's what I want. That's what I am.
What's your I am?
That's what I am. I'm thinking and speaking about what I want. I'm thinking and speaking about who I am. I am loving myself, making myself accountable, making myself vulnerable. This is what I am. This is who I want to be. I love this guy. I love this guy. I'm speaking out who I want to be. Right? I'm speaking it out. I'm thinking about it. I'm intending it, and I'm speaking it out into my life. So my voice is programming it into my, alchemically programming it into my world, and I've got witnesses who are watching me. I'm making myself accountable to you all about who I am and what I want to be, who I want to be, who I want to be today. So I'm intending it, but then on top of just intending it, I've got to imagine it, who that guy is to me. What does it mean for me to love my wife and my kids? Like, what does that really mean in my life? How does that look in my life? And if I'm not sure about how it looks, if I can't get a vision, I've got to work on my imagination. I've got to imagine it. Because the parts of it I can't see yet. That's the conjuring. That's the magic. Like, what does that mean for me to have a better relationship with my wife? Not what is my relationship with my wife like? How do I want my relationship with myself to be? I want to love me. I want to love myself fully. There's parts of me that are unforgiven. I need to forgive. There's maybe some aches or pains I have in my body. Those are parts of me that I haven't loved yet. Aches or pains in my body. Aches or pains in my body. Started off with aches or pains in my mind. Creates aches or pains in my body. Creates aches or pains in my life. I can address the aches or pains in my life to fix what's going on inside, or I can fix what's inside, and what will happen outside will get fixed. Because it all starts in mind. It all begins in mind. So I can fix it by changing the mind, which will fix it in body, which will fix it in life, or I can fix it in life, it will begin to fix the body, it will fix the mind. You can go top down or bottom up, and I suggest you do both. I suggest both. Talk about it from the top down, changing the thoughts, fixing, healing the body, and changing the life. And I suggest you adjust it in your life as well. You adjust it in your body with your nutrition and your food and your elimination and your detoxification. And you adjust it in your thoughts and words. I suggest you address it from all angles. Take a multifaceted approach. Take a holistic approach to your health and well-being. Change your life completely. Heal every single aspect of your life by addressing it top down and bottom up. We do this by building it from the foundation, from the breath. Now, we've just worked on that balancing breath. Let's just work on some imagination. Let's stretch our imagination muscle for a minute here. We're going to be working on an in-breath for 8 and an out-breath for 8. And we're going to stretch our ability to conjure. It's our magic. It's our ability to create something from nothing. Just like the light bulb was created from someone's imagination first. Let's imagine first ourselves being filled with love, the love of our universe, which is inside of us. Let's fill ourselves up with the loving energy of the universe that is inside of us. Let's imagine the love of the universe filling your heart up with love right now. Imagine yourself being filled with the white light love of the universe while you're breathing in for 8, and then we're going to hold for 8, and then we're going to breathe out for 8, and then we're going to pause for 8. Try that for a couple of minutes. Breathe in for 8. And hold for 8. And breathe out for 8. Breathe in for 8. Hold for 8. Breathe out for 8. And pause for 8. Let's practice that for one more minute there. In for 8. Hold. We're breathing together and releasing for 8. And hold. And now imagining yourself filling yourself with the love of our universe. Filling your chest, your heart, your throat, your third eye, opening up your higher energy centers, allowing your energy to rise up. Lifting up your energy intentionally. Breathing it in, breathing it out. Thinking of yourself being filled with the white light, love of our universe right now. Affirming love into your life right now. I am the power. I am the creator of my life. I am enough. I have the power to create change in my life. I am ready to change my life with my love. I'm ready to love me. I love me. I love all of me. I love me. I love you. 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 I love all of you. I love everything about you. I love myself completely. I love you. 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 So beginning the day with love for self and love for others. Beginning the day with the thoughts and the words that we want to begin our day with. Beginning our day thinking and speaking about the things that we want. And then moving from the first action's breath into our next action's movement. After we get out of bed, we want to get our bodies moving. We start breathing in bed. We get it started with breath. We get it started with intentions. We're thinking about it. We're speaking about it. And then you know what? We got to get moving. We got to get stuff done. Stuff's got to get done, right? Let's start off just extending out the body. Opposite arm and leg extends out. Opposite arm and leg extends out. Extend out. Lengthen out your body. And if you can combine movement with breath, pranayama, we call it in yoga, breath work. Combining our breath work with our movement. Extend out, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. That's our bird dog. Lengthen out the body, extend out the body. Flipping ourselves over onto our backs. We're going to work on our dead bug. So I got my elbows into my knee. I'm creating contraction through my middle. My core is contracted. And then from there, I'm going to try to extend out the opposite arm and leg. And then pull together, contract. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Moving and breathing. What are you thinking about while you're breathing? What are you thinking about while you're breathing? That's what affects your energy for the day. That's what affects what you're putting out into your world. You want to practice your very best every single day. Each moment you want to try to practice your very best that you can. Extending your body here, lifting your chest, pushing your hips forward, working on your spinal extension. Nice deep breaths there. Each inhale, you're drawing up your energy. Each exhale, you're allowing your energy to move freely through your body. Good job. Pushing ourselves back. We'll go the other way. Nice flexion there. Coming down into your child's pose. Letting your head come down to the mat. Relaxing through the neck and shoulders. Pressing down through the palms of the hands. Opening up through the back of the neck. Good job. Flipping ourselves over, we're going to work on our bicycle there. If you want to slow it down, if you want to use support, you can grab the knees if you need the support. If you need a break anytime, we can always switch to the supported bike. If you can go for the pull-up bike, more work. If you need a little break, if you need to slow it down, grab the supported bike, grab the knees.
What are your thoughts? What are your oh.
Flipping ourselves over. We're working on our Superman, working on the other side. Lots of flexion in the abdominals there, extension here in the spine. Extension there. We'll flip ourselves over. We'll work on flexion here. We'll pop ourselves up. I like to get my feet up over my head if I can. Let the lymphatic system drain. I want to let the fluids drain from my feet. I want to use gravity to my advantage in a different way in my life. Just changing the perspective of gravity on my body for 30 seconds. Lowering those legs over my head and relaxing through my lower back. Try to take my hips to my shoulders. Just breathing there. There we go. Some really nice flexion there. Let's get ourselves up, get a little bit more excited. Get our hearts pumping a little bit more aggressively, standing up tall, extending our bodies. Extension is very exciting for our bodies. Let's get ourselves jumping around a little bit as well, too. Really get that heart pumping. Let's go 60 seconds if we can. If we need to go lower impact, we can walk it out. If we can, let's excite that body. Let's get the heart pumping a little bit more. Let's go 30 seconds more if you can. Excellent. Dropping ourselves down, plank position, working on our mountain climbs. Getting our bodies hot here. If you need a breather at any point, feel free to take a breather. If you can keep her going, we're going to try to rev it up here. Taking that heart rate up higher. Increasing the demands of oxygen on the body. Good job. Body's starting to breathe. Right? We're letting it get a little bit out of control. That's what we want. We want to release our tension that way by pushing ourselves actually beyond our ability to breathe. Getting a little bit out of control. That's how we release tension from our lives. Our next one, squat jumps. Very vigorous for the body. Jumping, extremely dynamic, powerful. We're going to try just down, squat, up, full extension, jumping. Woo! That's good. That'll bring you to life. Feeling that energy moving through your body now. We'll grab a single dumbbell. Doesn't need to be anything heavy. 20 pounder for the big guy, 25, 30 pounds for the big guy. Look. We're just got a forward lunge. We're just working on 30, 40, 50 rows. What do you like?
Whatever you feel.
Whatever you like. Take it as much as you like. 30, 40, 50. What do you like?
Start a new machine.
Oh, yeah?
Smith machine.
Is it cool?
Still being assembled, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be nice and smooth. Same thing on your other side. Even it out. Forward lunging and pull.
T-bar rows. It's got a leg press.
Oh, yeah.
Cable flies.
It's got everything on it?
Yeah.
All in one unit?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's got a chin-up station too.
Nice. You guys got a nice home gym now. Friggin' work
The
here.
ultimate man cave.
Yeah. Totally cool.
Me and my friends have the best setup ever.
All the boys come over for a workout.
Oh yeah, daily.
Get away from the wife.
That's our history.
Go work out.
That's it.
Nice.
Brother. The 4 horsemen of the fitness apocalypse.
The fitness apocalypse. That's what's going on. Transforming lives. Fitness and wellness. Woo! Feel that? I feel a great day coming up. I'm getting excited about what's going to happen today.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, man. Something magical is going to happen for us today. Let's finish off with a push-up double leg tuck. It's going to be like this. Drop ourselves down. Going to go push up, jump them in, jump them back. Push up, jump them in, jump them back. Try 5 or 10 of those or 15 of those if you like. How many of those do you like?
All of them.
Woo! There we have it. I think we did it. I think we dialed it in. I think we spoke about it. I think we imagined it. We talked about the type of day we want to have today. We want to string days like that together. We talked about how to do it with our actions.
Owning your decisions, owning your moments,
Responsibility.
taking accountability for your actions.
Speaking it out over our world. Intending it into our reality. Thinking about it, speaking about it, taking action from the ground root, from the foundation, from the breath, to various movements that our body's capable of doing, preparing ourselves for the day, for moving through our day.
Flexion, extension, rotation.
The 3 things that the body does. We've included them all. Let's now get out there into our life and be the athletes in our own lives. We all need to be the athletes in our own lives. Let's have ourselves an awesome, terrific day.
Have a good day.